Hello there, Lynx here, and this is day 37 out of 95. We are playing My Dream is to be a model, not a maid. Apparently. Okay, we are working as a maid sort of. So, let's find out how that goes for us. Let's find out. Roughly a month has passed by now. Yes, we covered a month in 2 episodes. Meaning we're 1/3 or so through this charade. I'm surprised. She hasn't realized that I'm practically freeloading. Yeah, I mean technically. I'll gladly cook and clean just to continue having a roof over my head and food on the table. You know, if she's content, I'm not complaining. Even if she can get a little difficult times, I think she's warming up to me for slowly. Slowly. But she is. I'm being serious. My eyes opened to the blinding sunlight shining through the big windows that scorched the living room as I was napping. The TV is still on, featuring some sort of comedy program with a timestamp on the corner reading 9:38 AM. I rub the sleep from my eyes and get up to turn on the air conditioner before I burn alive. As I search for the air conditioner remote, I notice her lunch bag settled on the kitchen island. Hey, she forgot her lunch! I practically run towards the abandoned bento and slump in disbelief. All that hard work only to be left uneaten. I bring it over to the fridge, but as I open the fridge door, an eureka moment strikes me. Hey. If she didn't bring her lunch with her, then I can just bring it to her, can't I? Perfect, that way I can snoop around and see what she's like at work. I laughed myself at my well thought out plan. Get changed and quickly get to delivering Aoi her lunch. If I were you, which I kind of am, sort of, in a way, I would inform her about doing that. Informing to Google Maps. That's right, Google. This should be the place. The tall glass building looks stunning, but amidst all the other towers around, it all looks the same. A big logo, presumably that of the company, sits on top of the entrance doors to distinguish it from the rest of the other corporate buildings. The entire area is filled with people in business suits going in and out, and I kind of wish I had dressed a tiny bit more classy. I'm sticking out like a sore thumb. Despite people give me weird looks, I proceed through the big doors and go to the front desk to ask for Aoi. The receptionist looks at me with an unassuming look, even though I look out of place. She's probably seen worse, yeah. Excuse me, I'm looking for Mikawa Aoi-san. May I ask for the reason you're asking for her? Do you have an appointment scheduled? I'm her mate. She forgot some very important documents and she told me to hand deliver it to her personally. Unfortunately, I didn't schedule an appointment. Her skeptical eyes look me up and down and I can tell she's about to tell me to leave, but I interrupt her train of thought. Just tell her that Tanaka Akane is here for her, please. The receptionist sighs and gives in to my request, reluctantly dialing for Aoi on the phone. Mikawa-san, you have a guest here looking for you called Tanaka Akane. She says she has some input. Yes, Mom, she'll be up in a moment. The woman puts the phone down and tells me to wait for an escort to bring me up. I give her a warm smile and thank her for generously complying with me. Are you Tanaka Akane-san? Yes, that's me. If you will follow me, I'll be bringing you to Mikawa-san's office. The man in the dark grey suit escorts me into the elevator and tries to make small talk, in which I don't really have any interest in partaking. Because Sen doesn't usually have visitors aside from probably corporate partner meetings and whatnot, so it's surprising to see someone different come visit her. Oh, haha, is that so? Yeah, for I didn't think she'd be inviting a friend over to her workplace.
Well...
I can't help but let out nervous laugh due to the fact that she absolutely did not invite me.
There's a first for everything, I guess.
Don't tell her I said this, but it makes her seem like an actual human rather than a robot.
Is that so?
She probably doesn't show her more expressive side at work as much as she does at home. I'm sure she has a life outside of work, but she can be quite scary sometimes during meetings and such. I think his speculation about her not having a life outside work is true, seeing that she's always coped up in her room doing God knows what. Who knows? All I do is laugh along at his light-hearted observations about Ayu because I don't want to tarnish her image more than she already has by being a scary higher up. Say, are you going to come around more often? It's refreshing to see someone like you in this monotonous place.
Well...
If you ever need someone to show you around here, I'm your guy.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I'll be around after today. I'm really just here to drop some Tokyo...
The elevator rings and the door opens to an infuriated Aoi personally waiting for us. Without even allowing me to say a thank you to the man, Aoi grabs my hand and pulls me along towards her office while everyone else stares at the commotion. Ooh, nice place. Let's go. I get dragged through these huge doors, clearly signifying it's an important room for an important person. The door slams shut and she looks at me with eyes I'm too familiar with. It feels like déjà vu.
Why are you here?
I don't even dare look at the first woman in front of me, afraid that she's going to drill her anger through me with just her eyes. My hands fiddle idly with the handles of the bag, knowing I probably stepped over the line when I shouldn't have. It's been a while since I've seen her this month, the last time being when I first met her. Yeah, first episode. Good memories. Actually not really that great, I guess.
I mean, you forgot your lunch, so I came to deliver it to you.
She looks down at my hands, holding the lunch bag, and her anger subsides a bit. Her body becomes less stiff and relaxed a bit, before she face palms and shakes her head.
You could have just left it at home. I would have bought something for lunch instead. As your maid, it is my duty to see that you are eating healthily.
Aoi face palms again, this time harder, and walks around her desk to slump in her chair.
Okay then, just leave it in here and get home.
I do as she says and place the lunchbox on the desk, but it doesn't hurt to say stay for longer, right? The room's decoration catches my attention. I start parading around the multitude of books lined up on the shelves.
Oh, don't be like that. How about you give me a little building tour?
Her eyes squint, physically ask me if I'm for real.
Does it look like I have time? You can make time. Quit playing around, I can just go home.
In utmost desperation, I go up to her and pull my best puppy eyes, aiming to win her heart for that tour. I will push up my breast with my arms, for I don't know how much of an effect it will have on a woman. But
oh, pretty please.
I can see her eyes travel down to my round assets, and she starts to blush like mad. So it does have an effect on her. Despite my alluring features, she grabs my shoulder and gently pushes me an arm's length away from her as she looks away flustered.
Just go home.
I'm not giving up just yet. My hands snake up hers and I pull myself even closer, leaving no space between us.
But I know nothing about you so far. I would love to get to know you and your company up close and personal since I'm here already.
It's hard to hold in my laughter when she looks like she's almost about to combust. Her blue eyes are wavering, unsure of where to look at, clearly trying to avoid my chest and lips. I can tell she's this close to giving it to my request, but some knocks suddenly sound at the door. Okay. Causing her to jerk in shock and wake her from her trance. Aoi pushes me away again and stands up, straightening her suit.
Yes, come in.
The man earlier from the elevator comes in and asks Aoi to check something over. The CEO's daughter is still visibly flushed, despite her attempted straight face.
Akane, you can leave now, please.
Seeing her all embarrassed gets a goo out of me, and I think that's enough out of her for today. So I take the win and back off. Huh. As per her request, I leave the premises and make my way home in the summer heat. Dude, it's summer heat here as well, to be fair. I don't understand how Runaround is surviving in those business suits. Right? Right, as I take some steps through the door, my phone rings and a name I haven't seen in quite a while appears on the screen.
Hey, long time no see.
You have to come meet up at the usual spot to catch up. A bunch of us are going shopping and there's some coffee today.
Right now?
I hold my phone away from me to see the time. 12:10 p.m. I got loads of time to kill, so why not? I'll be there in a bit, don't start the party without me. It's not like I'd be doing anything better at home. Time to hear some tea. Here? Time to hear? Here? Probably have, but well.
I'm sorry I broke up with him because I was lying and cheating us all. I don't even know what I saw in him, but here he was wanting to get married to him. I told you he was trash from the beginning and now you have to pay the price. Oh, what the fuck? I'm over it. At least I can meet new people now and play around. Ah, the single life is the best life, I'm telling ya. What about you, Akane? Have you found anyone yet? Nah. I'm too busy right now anyway.
Oh, what are you up to nowadays anyway? You're really updating on Instagram lately. All I see is food. Don't forget that nice view she posted a while ago. Just who are living with to have such a crazy view of Tokyo?
Myself.
Yeah, you're totally dating someone hot.
I nervously laugh and try my best to answer without giving out my entire situation. It feels so embarrassing to be admitting that I have to be someone's makeshift maid to pay for damages. I'm just helping out a friend, being there for a friend, yeah. She's going through some tough stuff right now, so I just there to help her get back on her feet, yeah. I'm just making sure she's properly and helping her out with house chores and stuff, I'm technically not lying about that. Technically.
Oh, yikes. Hope she feels better soon.
At least you're living in the bourgeois house right now.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, yeah. Anyway, did you hear about that?
As the conversation of random topic continues on into the late afternoon, my phone screen flashes with a message notification on Ryan. Almost do a speed take when I see Aoi's name along with time. Without even knowing, it's already 12 p.m. Where did the time go? Oh dear lord.
Guys, I gotta head out. Sorry.
But I got so much more teas to spill.
Sorry. I'll probably free to stay longer next time. Save the tea for men.
I slap a 2000 yen bill on table and rush out of there, knowing I'm going to get a beating once I get home. Instead of taking the usual transit method of train, I decide that it will be faster if I hail a cab down. However, that ends up being a bad choice. 5 minutes after the cab starts driving, the traffic starts picking up and I'm stuck in a traffic jam, which is technically not a surprise. I think we can safely assume that 6 is around where everyone stops working there, so... Wait, we're in Tokyo, there shouldn't be a lot of cars. Or am I mistaken about that? Is Tokyo like a city that would get really stuck with traffic? Maybe. It feels like it wouldn't be, to be honest. I don't know, like from, you know, perspective of someone who's never been there and so on. And how everyone talks about metros and so on. And trains. I kind of would expect there wouldn't be that much of a problem when it comes to traffic. But, well, maybe there are problems like that. Anyway. To make things worse, my phone dies before I can even hit the send button to notify Aoi that I'll be late due to the traffic jam. What luck! I lean against the window of the cab and mentally prepare myself for whatever's going to come once I reach home. I now thank the car ride for being long so I can delay the consequences of me staying out too late and forgetting her dinner. Oh god, I don't even have food for her. I guess I'll whip up a quick meal right as I step in the doorway. That is, if she's still willing to eat. I haven't made a blunder in so long, though. Surely she'll forgive me. I sigh and give up on making excuses. I'll just take whatever she throws at me. The door opens with a beep and I swiftly lock it up while taking my shoes off. I then hurry to put away my shopping bags, but to my surprise I see Aoi at the dining table with cup noodles. You're home early. I got hungry so I made dinner without you. I stop in place and lock eyes with her reluctantly, but despite her words dripping with sarcasm, I don't sense any hostility. In fact, I don't feel anything at all. I just a blank stare that soon drops back down to her cup of noodles. I take this opportunity to put off my stuff away and join her again at the dinner table with my own cup noodles. It looks like I came home at the right time. The electric boiler shows that the water is still freshly boiled. What? You have something that shows you if the water is boiled? Wow, talk about advancement. After I rehydrate my noodles and pour in the seasoning pocket, I join Aoi at the table. What happened to make you sure I eat properly?
Well, cup noodles once in a while doesn't hurt. Also, I'm sorry about being late. Some friends invited me out for a lunch and shopping, and then you called. I tried to get home as fast as possible so I took a taxi, but then there was a huge traffic jam and then my phone died, so I couldn't tell you no.
My explanation went to one ear and out the other, didn't it? I thought she was just uninterested, but as I studied her demeanor, I noticed her looking more tired than usual. Is that why she didn't blow up at me for being late? The stillness in the air continues to linger, but my nosiness gets the better of me and I try to strike a conversation.
Did something happen at work?
Aoi heavily sighs and keeps her eyes down.
Don't remind me.
She puts her chopsticks down and crosses her arm.
We lost a big business partner because of the dumbest reason ever. Now we have to find another supplier and we have to find an adequate one fast. You said you meant the building tour. I could have been your lucky star, but no! You just had to keep me out. So funny. You most likely did not have anything to do with the outcome. Anyway.
Most likely.
Anyway, just thinking about it gives me a headache. Yeah, I can see with all the white hair you're growing. I don't have white hair, do I?
She pulls up her phone camera up as a makeshift mirror and tries to check for any.
No, but I can sense it growing sooner or later.
My reassurance calms her and she puts her phone down with another heavy sigh. Her hands go back to her chopsticks and she starts munching away again.
Speaking of white hair, how old are you anyway? I don't think I've ever asked. Me?
She takes a bite and mumbles her answer like a child.
24.
I almost choked from her answer.
Hey, 24? Yeah, what's wrong? I thought you were older than that. What's with your soon-to-be CEO status? Yeah, I'm the heir to the CEO position, but not anytime too soon. At least I hope not anytime too soon. But, what? I thought you were older, huh? What? How? I'm supposed to look as young as possible, but you thought I was older. I might not be young, but I'm 24. I ain't old either.
Both our faces have O-shaped mouths staring at each other with bug eyes, but we soon erupt into a fit of laughter over our silly misconception.
Wow, you're my age, huh? You got a lot on your hands right now for a 24-year-old. All do is work. You don't even have time to go have fun and relax. Your 20s are your youth, and you are slaving away as a corporate slave. Don't you have something else you want to do? Like a passionate hobby, or something? A dream to pursue? Something that isn't the CEO of your dad's company? I don't know. I never had anything I was interested in, and since the opportunity was there to take over the company, I just took it and made it a dream.
Yo. I'm in the same position. Where is my CEO family? Why am I not a heir to some CEO? Yeah, it's kind of funny enough. Like, if you think about it, I mean, I never thought when I was younger or whatever that I would like a specific job and so on. In general, I feel like wanting to have a job is weird. Not like, you know, I wouldn't get it, that's ridiculous and so on, right? But wanting to work, it's a concept I don't understand. I understand only the concept of having to work to survive and so on. Does it make sense? I think it maybe does, but anyway.
Perhaps gold is a more fitting word.
Poor thing, using up her precious time of her work life. And she doesn't even know if she truly wants to. You really can judge a book by its cover, eh? Her eyes turn soft and cast downwards, showing a more tender side.
If there's one thing I envy about you, it's your resolve to chase your dream.
Just that?
Huh?
What about my body and face? I'm pretty desirable if I do say so myself.
I instinctively flip my hair and pose confidently in jest.
But to be fair, you have to give some credit to yourself too. Even though you're just working for your dad and you're trying to cover his position, you're still working really hard at it, aren't you? We're at the same age, yet you're a leagues ahead of me. Like I said, you do nothing but work. That just proves how hard you're working towards your goal now.
Her eyes open wide a bit and she chucks slightly, most likely seeing her efforts in a new light.
I'm astounded at how smart you just sounded now.
Even times like this, she can be snarky as hell for.
Gee, I'll take that as a compliment.
Grass is greener on the other side, I suppose.
I slowly picks at the empty cup noodles in front of her with chopsticks, and I'm surprised that she hasn't gotten up and left yet, but I'm not gonna complain. It's rather nice talking to her like this.
Say, with so much going on, how do you even relax? I don't. I don't. Don't you have friends to hang out with or something from time to time? I used to. I became incredibly busy with the company. I slowly drift away from all of them. I have things to do and worry about. So what you're saying is, you don't have any friends? I don't.
At this point I can feel my noodles getting cold, but it doesn't matter if I can be a step closer to making IOE open up. I don't know why I want to, since we'll be nothing but strangers after another 2 months. Is it because I'm finally unraveling her mysterious unknown backstory? I don't know, but she's growing on me. Somehow.
Then, I'll be your friend.
Her reaction isn't what I anticipated as she laughs out loud.
Please don't pity me.
I'm not. I'm being genuine.
She stares at me for a moment to see if I'm actually serious or not. A bitter smile appears on her face and she stares at her empty cup again.
Why do you want to be friends with me? All I do is scream at you and make you play housemaid for me because I can't cook and do my own cleaning.
Well, you haven't been screaming at me much for the past few weeks. Even today when I surprised you at your office, you didn't. Okay, you seemed kinda mad, but nowhere near the same level of anger you had when I first met you. You also didn't yell at me when I got home just now. Well, maybe it's because you have more important matters at hand, but that's beside the point. I think you're improving.
She stares at me with questioning eyes, but it seems I've come off convincing enough for her to process the thoughts and accept the fact that I don't mind being friends with her.
Or if being friends is too much to handle, then I can become someone you can confide in. How about that?
A tinge of pink colors her face and she looks away bashfully, but she replies in a barely audible mumble.
Dunks!
What a tsundere.
Just let me know when you're free, cause I'm your girl to spice things up. Coffee, shopping, driving, drinking. I'm down for everything, just say the word. You know, as long as you're paying, cause I don't even have an income.
Sure, sure. To be fair, she should have asked to have a contract for what she's doing. Oh, whatever. Aoi then gets up with her garbage and throws away properly, earning a shocked face from me. Usually just leaves her finished dish at the table. What's got into her? Is she finally learning? Oh my god, it's like watching my child grow up! After leaving her pair of chopsticks in the sink, she makes her way to her room, but she pauses before heading in.
Do you still want to watch some Patio House later tonight?
I was never interested in the show, but the more I watched it, the more I've come to like it. And I feel like Patio House is the only time she ever gets to not think about work. So why wouldn't I be down?
Always!
And with that, she disappears into her room, and I finish my cold noodles. I need to make some noodles later as well. Later that night. The dark and steady sky stand out in the brightly lit living room. We sit in our usual spots on the sofa with our eyes stuck onto the screen, playing the episode was left off on from Patio House. It's been a weekly thing now, watching Patio House together, or at least whenever Aoi has time at night, usually on weekends. The show is beginning to get interesting as I become attached to the multiple characters living in the house together. Kind of reminds me of Aoi and I. The mellow mood of the show used to bore me, but it's become somewhat relaxing and I've come to appreciate the pace of the show, as well as the panel and their commentary. The scene cuts to said panel and they begin their usual comments about the people in the question. Just then, Aoi says something, but my attention was more on the panelists instead.
Did you really mean it? Huh? Did you really mean what you said during the earlier?
During the earlier.
Did you really mean what you said earlier during dinner? About being my friend?
Now that catches my attention.
You're still cynical about that? Why would I lie to you? I don't know. Yes, of course I meant it. But you know, we can go back to being strictly an employer and maid relationship if you still feel uneasy about it. That's not it.
Aoi looks at me with a face that screams she's still unsure.
Should I give you a case of French to tell you how serious I am? Oh, come here!
With the help of the small space between us, I lunge at her nearby defenseless self with an exaggerated his face. She lightly screams after being caught off guard and tries her best to back up for me.
Wait, no, okay, I get it, you're serious now, stay away.
I keep moving towards her while keeping a straight face, but I'm about to burst out in laughter in a second now.
Oh, come on! We have to solidify our friendship with a rite of passage.
I continue my prank and keep cornering her, but she suddenly comes with stuff thanks to the couch's armrest that neither of us pay attention to, and in a flash... Let's go! Oh, that was unexpected, but very welcome. The distance between us closes as our lips abruptly meet each other. And they are both absolutely shocked by that. Her wide eyes and frozen body mirror my own, both us not knowing what just happened. The TV gets drowned out as my mind is trying to process the sudden turn of events.
Hey!
After what seems like centuries, I hastily back up and both of us cover our mouths, shocked over the accidental kiss. Aoi's face is as red as traffic light even when her hand is covering half of it and her brows are furrowed and with confusion. The voices from the TV are start tuning again, snapping me back into reality. We somehow accidentally kiss? To air out the awkward air I played off as a joke, which is initially was.
Well, I guess our friendship pact is officially formed. Hope it wasn't your first kiss.
I never look away because let's be real. Who could make eye contact with someone they never intended to kiss in the first place? Her lack of response forced me to look at her, but her eyes immediately averted to the side.
Don't tell me that really was your...
Her brows furrow even more, giving me my answer.
You idiot. Oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take your first kissy.
In case she slinks away and claims she's going to bed, still covering her beet red face. On the other hand, okay, maybe it's a thing when, you know, you are technically in the field of wanting to be with someone and so on, but finding out that someone has not kissed someone before and you kissed them for the first time as first person, I mean, that would be nice. At least from the guy's perspective, I think. Anyway, once she's gone, I slam down the couch and stare blankly at the TV. The episode is still in the middle of playing, showing the two celebrities coincidentally sharing a kiss, much like one that just happened earlier. Except there is no accident. I quickly turn off the TV out of embarrassment as I recall kissing Aoi earlier. The temperature rises in my face, I shake my head to try to get it to subside, but it doesn't work. It was just an accident. A mishap. So why am I getting embarrassed all of a sudden? That was a lovely situation. Sims 4, we are jumping a month ahead, and we'll jump that month and check out what happens on day 65 in the next episode. That's correct. You know what? That was a satisfying ending, not gonna lie. I'm satisfied with that ending. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Consider liking it, subscribe if you're new. We are playing, I guess, lots of games like this, and games that are bigger, and games that are sometimes not VNs and so on as well. Also, link to the game in the description as per usual. Go and support the dev as well. You might as well check other games from them. Because there are like 7 or 9, something like this. They have quite a few nice games. We played some of them. We have yet to play some of them. We are playing right now one of them. Yeah. Anywho, hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.